Hi, this is Lynn from Bypass to a Leaner Lynn. I'm sorry, I'm still adjusting this camera. I don't know what I'm doing. You may recall that I had problems with my computer and couldn't record. Well, I got my computer back, and now they did something, and for some reason there is no device manager for the webcam, so the webcam doesn't work and the computer doesn't know it has a webcam. You know, isn't that just the way of electronics? At any rate, this is Lynn from A Bypass to a Leaner Lynn. I'm late again because of the computer issues. But in any rate, I am here. I had my gastric bypass on October 17th at Merit Health River Oaks Hospital with Dr. David Carroll. My highest weight was 331 pounds, which was shortly before I started at the bariatric clinic in April, I believe. I don't know. I think April. I don't know. I had lost some weight a little bit before I went to the clinic because I had been trying. But at any rate, my highest weight was 331 pounds. My surgery weight was 279 pounds, and my weight 2 weeks ago, was 215.4 pounds. That was was on week 26. That was the last time I reported a weight loss. And that was something like 5.6 pounds lost from the week before, because that was a huge loss and I was so excited. Wait a minute, I can check it here. Yeah, it was 5.6. Oh good, now my dryer is going to beep for us. Are we so happy? But at any rate, but the next week, between the week that I weighed, and I weighed on a Thursday rather than a Friday morning because I knew I was going to be out of town that Friday and wouldn't have access to my scale, and I wasn't going to pack a scale to go with me to weigh at the ministry weekend. That being said, on the ministry weekend, as you can well imagine, there was a lot of food, and I couldn't just, I tried to eat wisely, but I had a lot of food that I wouldn't normally eat. And I also found out that if you eat and wait about an hour, hour and a half, you can put more in your pouch. And I really don't know that I knew that, and I wasn't hungry. I never get hungry in the afternoon. I don't really get hungry very much at all, but those corn chips just look so good in the corn dip, and I didn't eat just horrendous amounts, but I did eat more than I would ever normally eat. It was just a hard situation to be in, and it was really the first time that I'd been in that kind of potlucky environment where, I couldn't predict the food. And, I had to eat what was provided, and so it was a challenging weekend for me, and I don't think that I did horribly bad. I did go up to from 215.4 pounds, I went to 219.2 pounds, which was a gain of 3.6 pounds. But I was also constipated, so I was weighing a little bit of poo. And I hadn't been tinkling really good for the last couple of days. And so I think that was some of it, because the next Saturday, I peed. I couldn't stay off the toilet. I peed and I peed and I peed. So I just think I was just retaining some fluid also. So I probably didn't really gain that much that week, for a real gain. But I did gain some. And, that was hard to deal with because it's really I mean, 3.6 pounds is a lot of weight to gain in a week's time, I think. But at any rate, so I really minded my P's and Q's this past week, and I weighed in on Friday morning, the 30th of March, and I was down to 212.0 pounds. So I lost 7.2 pounds in the past week, and that put me down. That puts me down 67.2 pounds from my surgery weight and 119.2 pounds from my highest weight. And that, folks, is so awesome. I have lost my granddaughter. My granddaughter, who's just turned 17th on the 30th. Turned 17 on the 30th. Yeeks. She weighs just right at around 120 pounds, sometimes a little less, sometimes a pound more. She's 5'8", so she's skinny as a rail. I worry about that though, because I was skinny as a teenager. Skinny. I was really, really significantly underweight growing up. And I really think that, I don't know, it's just that I think it caught up with me when I quit smoking and everything, and when I got pregnant, my body just wasn't, I never was a big eater. And I was really good, if I was full, growing up, I stopped eating, and I knew exactly when I was full, and I never overate, and it did not bother me to push food away. I had dates that would get ticked off at me because they'd spend all this money on a meal, and I would eat half of it, and they'd say, but that's all you're going to eat, and I'd be like, well, yeah, I'm full now. If I eat any more, it's going to be unpleasant, And then I don't know how I got to the point where I could just eat and eat and eat, and it wasn't unpleasant like that. I don't know. It happened though. But at any rate, I feel so great. I've had some real NSVs this week. I got on my bicycle to exercise, and I had to push the seat up. I could barely reach the pedals, and I finally figured out how to do it. At any rate, I figured out how to do it, and that was part of the problem. But it had just gotten to the point where I was pushing on those pedals with my little toes, because my booty shrunk so much. I got some clothes out to try on that were 1Xs. 1Xs. Or an extra large, whichever way you choose to look at it. And they fit. They fit. I cried. I was so grateful and so emotional about it. I was just like, wow, these fit. They fit. And I just couldn't believe that they fit. It was so, I had so given up on ever losing weight pre-surgery. And I just, before I started at the bariatric clinic, I had decided I wasn't going to try to lose weight anymore because, I'd do the old yo-yo thing where, I'd lose weight and then I'd gain 10 more. And I was really at the point where if I gained any more weight, I just wouldn't be able to move, And so I had just decided, I was never going to try to lose weight again. And the only reason I even pursued this surgery was because my PCP said, Lynn, you need weight loss surgery. And I really was hoping that I had explored it before, and I wasn't thrilled with the idea then, but I was exploring it because I felt that I needed to explore ways to lose weight. And I was happy the first time I checked that my surgery that my insurance didn't cover the surgery. I was happy. And so when he told me that, I was hoping my insurance still wouldn't cover the surgery. And when it did, then I felt obligated to pursue it because that's what my PCP had recommended. And folks, it's the best thing I've ever done. I have lost a whole grandchild, a rather tall grandchild, not a very heavy grandchild, but 119.2 pounds. And how awesome is that? And it's been really since May that I've lost it. I mean, who loses 119 pounds in 10 or 11 months? I mean, that is a miracle to me. It's just a miracle. And I am so excited and so grateful for it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and I've got some things that I want to talk about. I have the other non-surgery victories. The clothes, the bicycle. There was something else and I didn't write it down. Oh my gosh. And it was really an awesome NSV. Oh gosh, what was it? Oh, I can't remember. Oh well, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I wanted to be sure to check in so you would know how I was doing. I just feel so blessed, and I hope you're blessed also, and I love all of you. I thank you for your support, and if you need my support, just tell me what I can do. I want to be there for you, and so just love you all. Bye.